This lighter is what I carry every day, all the time in my pocket. This has become my main source of fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's convenient in an emergency. It's very convenient. Um, it's in my pocket. So, with that said, I'm gonna put it back in my pocket, and I'm gonna get into my fire kit as far as what's um, in my pack. We can go over fire, but it's all been said. So I'm not doing this video or any of my videos uh, to teach anybody anything, because I don't feel like it's all been said. There's nothing that I can really add to it. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just going through what I carry, and now I haven't opened this other than normal the last trip or whatever I was on. I didn't go through this and set it all up to where it's going to look like everything's perfect. This is kind of ends up being a catch-all as well. So it's hard telling what we're going to find in here. It should all be fire, but it's hard telling. I'm going to try and bring the camera close and use my pot, my ditty bag for my pot to lay some of this stuff out. So, but before I do that, just know that on my knife, I've got fire steel, uh, a tin with matches, and Vaseline soaked cotton balls. It's always on my, it's always on my, in my knife sheath. So I don't know if we include that in this inch bag. There you have it. There's a separate fire kit right there. Oh, and there's a tiny Bic lighter in there as well. So there's a separate fire kit right there, but we're going to go through my main fire pouch. So stay with me. So this is my main fire kit. And I might be a little bit, I might be getting ready to embarrass myself because like I said, um, summertime I've been basically carrying a Bic lighter and my knife. Uh, this stays in my pack, but on day outings and overnights and stuff, I've been just taking a lot more minimal gear, so I haven't been through this. But it is how I carry it, just like this. Altoids tin that I use to make char cloth. Got the little hole in it. Got char cloth in it. Uh, it speaks for itself, I guess. I've got a camera lens case and Vaseline soaked cotton balls. It's got a piece of inner tube on the outside wrapped around it. Use that all the time. I've got some of those storm matches. I buy them. I buy a lot of them and just throw them in my kit. I don't really do anything different to them. I just throw them in as they are. Little hank of rope. It's in there and as for bow drill purposes, to make a bow drill. I've got an old fell rod. It's seen better days in there. I don't know. It's just in there. We'll get to that. I keep jute twine. I use it a bunch for practicing, and it's heck, it's really good in an emergency as well. But I always have a big mess of that in there. I got another fire still. I don't know which one that is, but like I said, I've got the one on my knife, and then there's another one. So that would have been until that one broke. That would have been two fire stills stuffed in there, for whatever reason. Another Bic lighter. I've got them stashed everywhere. Some more. What is that? Matches. I guess those are matches. Some cheap. They don't work. Those aren't worth the crap. I tried those out, and they weren't worth a darn. I don't know why they're still in there, but I don't know. I don't remember what brand, if that's a Walmart brand or what that is, but those are a no-no. I've got a piece of, I think that's obsidian rock, sends a good spark, and a little blade, what do you call it, a hacksaw blade that's been turned into a striker. Works pretty good. It's just in there. Yeah, you can use a knife and all that, but it's in there. So that's it in the pack. There's my bearing block out of a deer antler. Sergeant Mack on Bushcraft USA had one at the very first meetup that I went to, and I went right home and made me one. And it's been in here ever since. That's been quite a few years ago. I had a leather little thong on it, and I guess it came off. I don't know. Guess I lost it. Have to put me another little lanyard on there, but that's handy. Like to have it. Obsidian. We'll get to that. Little tin, fire tin. Got a steel striker. Some cotton balls, some jute twine, a little candle in there, some pieces of flint, and a char rope. Now I could go over all this stuff with you and show you how to do it, but this video would be going really long if I did that. So there's the char rope, little brass sleeve on it, and basically you're just gonna take your steel and you're gonna strike, and you're gonna catch that. You're gonna catch that charred end of that rope, and you're gonna get an ember that way. Can you see? So anyway, that's in there. It's got a little magnifying deal on the lid. I guess the reason I keep a different ways is just to practice. When I go out, it's there, and if I feel like starting to fire a different way, I'll do it. I use the char cloth a lot. I use the Vaseline cotton balls probably the most. They're just the most convenient. They'll burn for about 5 minutes for one cotton ball. I don't know what else to get into as far as, like I said, that's for a bow drill. I used to actually keep a bow drill set in my pack, and I still do sometimes, but it's not one of those items that I keep in my pack all the time. It's just when I feel like taking it out and practicing. Otherwise, I just keep the 550 cord in there so I can make a bow drill, even though I'm going to have cordage on me. It's just in my fire pack because it's part of my fire kit. Denatured alcohol, and I got a alcohol stove. I think that's the Evernew, I think, alcohol stove. Haven't tried it. I'm going to start keeping that in this little setup. I forgot the name of this. Emberlit, I think it was. I showed the little Emberlit in one of my other videos. I'm just trying this out to see if it's going to work in like a little lightweight kit. But I'm keeping it in this mother canteen carrier for the Evernew. There's the stand and the denatured alcohol. So I don't know, that I'm just throwing that in there. I don't know if you want to consider that part of fire or not, because this is, even though I plan to take this with me, this goes along with my pack, or I leave my pack in the truck. So I guess when you're talking fire, this is always going to be with me. There's another fire still in there with a little cork handle. I've got some Purell, what's it called? Hand sanitizer. It burns well. Good for hand sanitizer and good for some extra cordage. Good for hand sanitizer and to help with your fire. So in my main fire kit, my main fire patch Sporan that a friend had made for me, I think, and sent it to me in the mail. That's it. That's it on fire. There you have it. That's fire. That's what I keep in my pack. I guess next we're going to move on to shelter. So stand by. Stay with me for shelter.